Well, Parliament is back this afternoon for its first sitting of the new year. While the agenda today is low-key, the task of the next months for this administration is vast. Nervous MPs have been anxiously watching the polls. For many of the over 100 first-term Conservative MPs on those green benches, the end of last year represented the first time their party has been significantly behind in the polls since their election over 2 years ago. And nervous backbenchers make for jittery government. Whilst last night's press conference saw a Prime Minister clearly attempting to show his hand back on that tiller, today's Prime Minister's questions, at the later time of 3 p.m. this afternoon, will present Boris's first opportunity this year to speak to much of his party. The Prime Minister stumbled through November and December with a series of unforced errors, pursuing retrospective rule changes over parliamentary standards to save a mate from a 30-day suspension. And then U-turning, a 100-strong Tory rebellion over Plan B vaccine passport measures, an unnecessary by-election calamity, and the drip, drip, drip of stories about various lockdown gatherings in Number 10. The papers were practically swimming in wine and cheese. But this is a new year. Those stories have had the opportunity to fade into the distance, but only if they're replaced by a positive agenda. The Prime Minister holding firm over not following those troublesome, restrictive paths of Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales is already winning him back some respect. But in truth, it is a legislative agenda that could be the key to moving the needle. As things stand, this government has little to boast about. The public are tired of hearing that Brexit got done, and that poll bounce from the country's undeniable vaccine success story has long since passed. For many, next year presents a troublesome smorgasbord of tax rises, energy price hikes, NHS waiting lists, inflation, and a continuing housing crisis. This government has to prove it has an agenda to combat that spectre. Where are the tax cuts, the liberalisations, the reform agenda? Where's the house building? Where are the measures to unleash our newly independent economy? Where are the brave market reforms that we know have the power to alleviate the looming cost of living crisis? This government has a stonking majority. It's about time we see Number 10 actually put it to use.